welcome back to my channel.
We're back with another Trippy Talk episode. Episode 2 today. We're really excited about this episode because it actually plays off of our last episode, which was we're living in a computer simulation.
And if you haven't seen that video, you should watch it.
Yeah, or this video too, if you haven't seen the other one, because I feel like this kind of plays really well off of it.
Today we are talking about a very highly requested topic from you guys, and that is deja vu.
Do I know you?
I don't know. Have I been here?
I think I've seen you.
The first time that I experienced deja vu was when I was a kid. It was really weird. I remember it so well. I was in Rhode Island we went to this beach house, my family, and there was an outdoor shower, and I was out naked in the shower with my cousin. We were probably about, I was like 10, maybe she was like 13 or 14. And we were just out naked outside. I remember there was a blue swimsuit hanging on the shower head. And it just it was the weirdest thing. My cousin was washing her hair and talking to me. And it was like I had seen the whole thing before. I was positive this has happened before, but there's no way because me and my cousin have never even been in that shower. It was like a weird experience. Now, many times in my life this has happened since, and I'm sure it's happened to all of you guys.
I get deja vu a lot of the times when I'm driving, riding in the car as a kid, driving past new things that I thought I had seen before, but I actually haven't, or really random things like being somewhere, in a particular place and then seeing somebody walk past a door or something, and then having a actual memory of I definitely have seen that person before, even though I may not have seen them before. So it's usually things especially people.
Yeah, or when you're talking to someone, it's almost like, oh my God, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew what you were gonna say before you even said it. I've seen this whole thing, I've done this before. And it's the strangest feeling because you can't even really explain what you're feeling, but you just have this overwhelming sense of, I've done this already,
seen
or
felt this, or heard this before. Even music sometimes. Songs will do it. It's such a common thing. I mean, it happens to me probably at least once or twice a week, where I'm just I definitely have been in this exact moment before, but this is a new moment that I'm having. So how could I be in the same moment?
Confusing.
Completely blows your mind when you start really thinking about it.
The other night, Josh and I watched a movie called Deja Vu, and it was hilarious because Josh was like, "We've definitely seen this movie. You've seen it. I've watched this."
I had deja vu about watching the movie Deja Vu.
And I was like, I've never seen it. I know I haven't seen it, and then I watched it, and I definitely hadn't seen it. But Josh remembers us watching it together.
No, I do. I have it. I can't tell you what date or anything like that, but I have an actual memory in my brain that's I definitely watched this with Kendall. She should know.
I feel like you watched it with just another girl in high school and you just thought it was me.
I don't know, but she does.
What is this strange phenomenon that pretty much all of us experience?
There's thousands of theories out there actually about what deja vu is, because we don't actually know what it is. Scientists don't really know what it is. They've been studying it for a very long time and they've come up with some really good theories, but nobody knows for sure what deja vu is because it's a phenomenon that just can't be explained like many other things. All right, so the first theory we're going to talk about, which plays off of our last video, is called a glitch in the matrix.
Deja vu.
Which basically means that there's some sort of glitch in this programmed reality that we live in. It kind of plays off of the theory of we're all living in a computer simulation. This is just all a programmed reality, which means that because it's programmed, whether it's code or whatever it is, there can be glitches in that code or in that program, and we just happen to notice the glitch. Great example of this in The Matrix, the movie actually. So in our everyday life, we can experience glitches when using our computers. So for example, you could be using your computer, you're typing an email, all of a sudden it types a few extra characters, or even when you're using your phone, if there wasn't, autocorrect on your iPhone.
Or another good example is in a video game. If you might have heard it be called a bug or something. Maybe your character with its gun is just walking and hitting a wall. It's not functioning how it was designed to. Has experienced a glitch, most likely. So the idea with this is that if this, for some reason, our whole life is a simulation or fake or a computer game and it was programmed by someone else, that there's still going to be minor flaws in it somewhere, and that we're seeing the flaws along the way in life, and sometimes we notice them and we can't explain them because no one knows what the hell that is.
The second theory is called the tuning fork phenomenon. It's a theory that 50% of spiritual researchers believe deja vu cases are caused by this tuning fork phenomenon. All of us give off some form of aura, I think. Yeah, aura.
Yeah. You may have heard someone say like, your aura is nice,
Right.
it's orange, it's blue. Like some people think that they see auras and they might be seeing them.
Right, like we give off an energy or a frequency. We emit some sort of aura that basically all of us emit. So the auras or frequencies, there can be more than one. You know, intellectuals, your ego, different things like that. They all give off these different frequencies.
Yeah.
So these frequencies are unique to each of us.
Yeah.
And there's times that these frequencies that we emit can overlap each other, which then causes deja vu in a weird way. Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, I don't completely understand.
This is above my
This is like
view.
people that believe in auras and more of a spiritual side to the human being
would
understand this a lot better. Frequencies, when they overlap, they can overlap with other people. And I guess the theory goes is that when these frequencies overlap, we're essentially feeling aura of other humans, and that's what causes the deja vu phenomenon. I don't know.
Which I don't even really understand that.
Remember, it's just a theory, but
yeah,
you know, the
theory doesn't even make sense to me.
It doesn't really make a ton of sense. I mean, I don't know, maybe someone out there understands the theory better than we do, but I guess it's basically just our frequencies lining up with other people's frequencies. We can
share memories,
share memories and emotions with each other. So
you're kind of like having access
so you like
to
almost
some
like
of their brain.
you kind of connect on like a
that's trippy,
like almost like telepathic level, but it's not telepathy. It's like our auras or frequencies.
But what if you're having deja vu like in the car by yourself, like you said? You wouldn't be picking up on anyone's aura.
This is the one that I most believe in, and that's the parallel universe theory.
We should make an entire video about parallel universes because it's so
Very
fascinating. I think you guys would love us talking about that. So give us a thumbs up if you want to see a complete video on parallel universes.
So the parallel universes theory, basically, we're in this universe as we know it, but for all we know, there could be an infinite number of parallel universes all running side by side of each other. So think of it like layers on a cake, and you know, we're in the bottom layer, but then there's all these other layers stacked on top of us that are all occurring all at the same time, that are just different universes.
Which is when people start talking about like the Mandela effect and stuff like that, which would be very comparable to like how deja vu would work with the parallel universes theory. It's really hard to grasp the idea of parallel universes. Let me try to put it like a little more simply. If you've never seen the movie Deja Vu, there's a scene in it where he goes back in time and like sends someone a letter and it changes the course of time completely. It's almost like the idea of it being a straight line and then something happens right here and it branches off into two different ways. If it went this way, there'd be another universe that goes this way and another universe that goes that way.
Yeah,
all?
That's actually the perfect way to explain it. It's like branches on a tree. They're both still going to grow outwards, so each universe is going to continue going forward, but
something could be
it might just
different
be slightly.
It's like with the Mandela effect, people freak out over the word Bernstein Bears. It's like Bernstein, and they remember it being Bernstein. Those books were actually named after the people that wrote them. So their last name has always been Bernstein, and they're like, nope, that's our name. But it's possible that we're remembering something from another universe where their last name, for whatever reason, because at some point someone made their name up. They're like, if you go back in their family, it's possible that it was Bernstein just because someone spelled it with an E in another universe. And we split off two different ways and something is minor like that millions of people notice.
I mean, we could go on and on and on about the parallel universe because there's so much to it, and you know, we could be moving between multiple universes and we don't even know it. We could literally wake up one day and we're in a different parallel universe. But when it comes to deja vu, according to the parallel universe theory, occurs when parallel universes overlap over each other. So
you have maybe already experienced something.
Right. So it's like maybe consciously we're having a memory from a parallel universe that actually did happen, and seems
it makes
likely.
a lot of sense because the parallel universe is pretty much supposed to be almost the same as the universe that you're in. So if I have a deja vu of my cousin and I in the shower, chances are we were still in that shower in another universe. And I've seen it play out before somewhere else. What about the idea that it's like a dream that you've had? It's almost like predicting the future. Like maybe if people who have deja vu all the time, like you said once or twice a week, dude, I experience it like maybe every 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, and when I do, it's like, whoa! Like, it's not very common for me. I wonder if maybe you're more like clairvoyant almost.
I mean, then we could theorize about like what is dreaming. Am I in another parallel universe
Thumbs
when
up
I'm
for
dreaming?
a dream video.
Yeah. I mean, I love how all these play together
Yeah.
because they're all sort of connected. But yeah, it could be a dream. So the last theory is sort of, you know, what scientists believe is the reason that we experience deja vu. The most reasonable and most likely is that basically it's our brain checking up on itself. It's essentially our brain running like a self-health check of our memories. Some researchers in the UK set up a lab to test this theory out. Participants were presented with a series of words, but they weren't told which concept or word links all the different words together.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
So like if it's a bus, it would be like
Right, so
yellow, wheels,
right.
students.
So the example that they used was the words bed, pillow, dream, and night, and leaving out the connector of the word sleep. Afterwards, they asked the participants which words that they heard, and the participants thought they heard the word sleep.
Oh, so what does that have to do with deja vu?
Because you didn't actually hear the word sleep, but you swear they said sleep to you.
See, that doesn't make much sense to me. I get what you're saying, but like that's not the same as deja vu, because when you have deja vu and you remember something that didn't actually happen,
right,
it's happening as you're doing it, not just like, oh, I thought I remembered, because we all misremember things.
Yeah, well, that's why it's like a lab created.
Yeah, like I have
deja
times where I'm
vu,
like,
right?
I'm pretty sure something was some way and then it
'Cause usually
wasn't,
it's-
but that's recalling an old memory.
This kind of seems like they're testing like
memory
recall
skills.
of your memory, than deja vu, but they're associating this study with deja vu.
Sounds to me like they don't know what it is either, so.
So while they were doing this lab, the researchers were doing brain scans on them when they were doing this.
Oh, interesting.
So they said that when they were experiencing this phenomenon, it activated a part of the brain associated with like decision making. I don't really understand how that relates to deja vu, but
Me either.
it is sort of interesting that our brains work like that. So I guess it's alluding to the fact that maybe it's just our brains
putting together things,
trying to make
before.
sense of different memories that we have, and you know, maybe we're just getting a different version of it.
Strange.
So it's
feedback.
very strange, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it just shows that I don't know that we'll
I think
ever
it shows-
figure out what
Yeah.
deja vu is.
I think it shows that scientists have no fucking idea, because that doesn't
Right.
seem like a very solid theory to me at all, but
Not
I don't
for deja
understand
vu,
it that well.
so-
Yeah, not really for deja vu.
So out of all of them, which one is your favorite?
I'm probably tied somewhere between the parallel universes and the just like idea that this is a simulation of
glitch.
some sort. The glitch, yeah. But I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you think, and any interesting stories of times that you've experienced deja vu or how often you experience it personally. We find it really. Let us know in the comments as well what you want to see us do next, what you want to see us talk about next. So that's it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up if you like this
Please.
series so far, Trippy Talk. Maybe we'll make like Trippy Talk shirts or something.
Yes.
All right, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and we will talk to you next time.
Keep tripping.